Roland, you still in Cabo on your way back to the cold weather in Washington, D.C.?
Yes, indeed. Second annual Life Lux Jazz Experience is in the books. It was unbelievable. Yesterday had the gospel brunch. Donnie McClurkin and Kirk Whalum and Shalia performed. But man, talk about an amazing weekend. Gerald Albright, Roy Ayers, Ronnie Laws, Pieces of a Dream, Incognito, Average White Band. Raul Madon was amazing. Talk about somebody. Brother is blind. He ain't got no band, but he sings, plays at the same time. He didn't need no band. Oh man, I mean, you talk about just unbelievable. Alex Bouillon as well. So it was just 14 different jazz acts. So it was great seeing lots of folks down here and show. Unbelievable, yes indeed. But heading back today, and definitely got to be there for Wednesday. Wednesday is a huge day. In Annapolis, Maryland. We're calling all Divine Nine members and HBCU supporters to Annapolis, Maryland, to stand with the 4 HBCUs in Maryland as they try to get Governor Larry Hogan in that state to honor their commitment after they beat him in the court. This is a case that's been going on for 13 years, where essentially the state allowed the predominantly white institutions to duplicate programs, essentially stealing students away from HBCUs. HBCUs, they basically said, look, we should get $1 billion as a result of this. We'll go ahead and we'll just settle for a little more than $500 million. The governor only wants to offer $200 million. And so a rally is taking place at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. Joining us right now is Maryland Delegate Charles Ignore. Delegate, how you doing?
Oh, look, thank you for having me this morning. And for all our veterans, just want to say happy Veterans Day.
This is critically important, this rally, because, again, the Black Caucus in Maryland, y'all have been fighting it on the inside. You have the lawyers fighting it on the outside, but I'm shocked. I was stunned to find out that there was never one rally, no mass protest externally to put pressure on the governor and the legislature, Democrats and Republicans, to do the right thing and fund these institutions.
Well, yes, and what we're looking to do this upcoming Wednesday is bring that rally to fruition. So, as you said, we've made a call out to all of our HBCU supporters, alumni, students, and those of us like myself who didn't go to HBCUs but understand the critical role that they play in our state and in our country. So we put out a call to action. We've spoken with the leaders of the Divine Nine who are fully supportive of this. We have our Maryland HBCU advocates and many other supporters who we expect to be out there on Wednesday afternoon and putting the pressure on not only the governor but for any other legislators to get the suit settled.
Well, folks don't realize that, of course, this dates back more than 30 years. And then when Maryland was sued, essentially what was discovered was that you had these very innovative programs, majors at HBCUs, that was attracting white students and others. And then these predominantly white institutions saw that and then duplicated those programs. Thus, students left, taking resources with them. That was the basis of the lawsuit, and HBCUs won in federal court. But you have Maryland Democrats and Republican governors have refused to honor the mediation and put the resources of where they need to be in these HBCUs as a result of winning in the federal court.
Right. So you're talking about the rule. So the ruling. The suit initially was filed, like you said, back in 2006. So in 2013, a federal judge, Catherine Blake, she ruled in the favor of the coalition and HBCU students and alums against the state, noting that Maryland had a shameful history of de jure segregation throughout much of the past century. She had also noted that public higher education opportunities for African Americans were either non-existent or decidedly inferior to the opportunities that were afforded to white citizens. And with that ruling, there's just been a lot of stalling. our prior governor, who was a Democrat, I believe he had offered $100 million to settle the suit. So now, with our current governor offering $200 million, he believes that he's doing something because he's offered more than the prior governor. And what we're going to be saying is, you still haven't done anything.
But you got a lieutenant governor who's Republican, who is an HBCU graduate at Howard University, and he's standing beside Larry Hogan. In fact, when we
how does that happen?
And what was crazy, Sybil, that was an event at National Harbor, and I presented an award, and I called out the governor, and I called him out. He was sitting on the front row, saying they probably funded. Man, he was backstage. He was upset with me, telling me I didn't know the facts of the case. I said, I was like Frank Lucas. I'm gonna get that money.
No, you know the facts very well.
So what can we do? Those of us that cannot make it to Maryland on Wednesday, what are those of us and PWI folks who are in Maryland? I'm like yourself, sir. What can we do?
Well, what we're asking is just to reach out to family, friends, and your network, just to let people know how important it is to be down. I've been putting things out on social media, talking to people in churches and things, and it's funny. People, they understand the importance, but then they say, but I have to go to work, and I tell them, look, I'm taking a vacation day. Some things are just so important that you have to make a sacrifice. And if it's important to you, then you need to take the day off.
Right.
Be down there in Annapolis and be at this rally, because what I don't want happening, and this has happened before when I put legislation in just a few years ago, me and the president of our legislative Black Caucus, we had a bill, and we went into that hearing, and we had and the supporters were not there. And that sends a message to lawmakers that things aren't important to you when you don't show up. So we need people to show up and be loud and be active.
Our students,
and also call the governor's office too.
Right. That's Governor Hogan, right?
Yes, Governor Larry Hogan.
All right.
Yep. Now, so Delegate Sitnor, again, November 13th, Wednesday, 1 p.m., Annapolis, Maryland. We'll be live streaming the whole rally on Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Awesome.
And so we certainly appreciate all the work.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
Good job, Roland. You sure made that weekend look fun.
I'm going next year.